Sword of omens, give me sight beyond sight.
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
Boom, boom, and you wanna go shoom, shoom. You're just going boom, boom, and you wanna go shoom, shoom, boom, 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 boom. And you wanna go ding, ding, a little too ding, ding, da 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 da, ding, 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 ding. You're just going boom, shoom, shoom, ding, 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 boom, boom, and you wanna go shoom, shoom. You're just going and you wanna go ding, ding, a little too ding, ding, da 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 da, ding, 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 ding. When you go no. Pop 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 pop.
If you plug in the battery and the ESC goes
boom, boom, and you wanna go shoom, shoom. You're just going boom, boom, and you wanna go shoom, shoom. You're just going and you wanna go ding, ding, a little too ding, ding, slower, ding, 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 ding. You're just going.
So the foot one, it's like, you know what I mean? And I knew I was like more throttle. I got it, you know what I mean? Nail it. So the foot one, it's like, and I knew I was like more throttle. I got it, you know what I mean?
Yo, yo, yo! What's up, y'all? Welcome to this week's B2P. How y'all doing out there? Thank you for joining us. What up, chat? Best people in the chat with much fanfare. We start yet another adventure that is B2P. only wolves.com/forevermore. Peep that in the chat. How about that pilot of the week, RZFPV? Shout out. And let's see what else we got here. The bot is working this week. We give an air horn for the bot. I don't know why, too. It's so weird. I actually tried to fix it the next day and it came back. Anyways, happy birthday, one and only Hot Glue FPV. Red X FPV. Cracker FPV. And last but not least, the one and only Bomba. Happy birthday, y'all.
Happy birthday, guys.
And with that, let's get this show on the road. What's up? Dude, the skull, where did that come
What's
from?
going on, everybody?
What's up? What's up?
What up? What up? How you all doing out there? And
Not much, man.
All jokes.
Cargo's get a little foggy here. Don't know why.
foggy, I mean, but how's the reception in those V3s, dog?
I don't know. I'm waiting for version 6 of the firmware to drop.
Word.
Wait,
word.
what?
Yeah, version 6. Because version 1
Version
through
6 of
5
1.0.
Yes, because version 1 of through 5 of version 1 doesn't seem to work. So I'm waiting for version 6.
Oh, shit.
Yes,
Wait.
all of that.
So wait, we have
It's
version
Wednesday.
1 through 5 of the V3 goggles. Wait, I'm so confused already.
Exactly.
That
if we all know the
maybe.
going trend with all goggles being dropped as a late version 1 doesn't work. That's like pre-alpha. And then version 2 people got issues. Version 3 got issues. So you know what? I think version 6 of a firmware would probably be the magic number. And that's my train of thought.
So it's kind of like a Windows upgrade
Yes. I don't know what the fuck.
Okay.
or a Mac OS upgrade, any fucking OS upgrade. Okay.
Well, if it was a Mac OS on a pair of goggles, that means mid-flight you get a pinwheel and it says for
You're,
you to
you're gonna get some notifications at the top right screen. Like, hey, you know what? Hey, you know what? Hey, we got some upgrades. There's some updates. Hey, you want to see these updates? How about now? No, you can dismiss it, but only for a little bit.
And he doesn't.
Remind me 5 seconds?
And he doesn't put in the quad yet.
Those are
It's just the
the
goggles. It's just the
wait.
goggles
Is there a
machine.
V3 of the walk snails? Holy shit, man!
Possibly.
This shit's going too fast.
Where's
they're
Walk
gonna-
Snail at?
I don't know.
They're
He
gonna
said.
call it a walk.
I saw Gardo says no. Those are the walk snails, and,
Oh,
and so I said,
legend has it, they're still walking.
Nah, by the time it's finished done,
Ah,
it's
they're
gonna be called a
running.
Walk slug. The
It's
one
not
you
run
saw.
snail, though. It's walk snail.
No, he said for a more claw slug. Claw slug. Okay, I'll go with that. That's it.
No, I mean, I think it's been an interesting week with the DJI situation for sure. It seemed like things got really questionable for a minute, but there seems to be hope, and that's always
It's a hope.
good.
Yeah,
The
seems
people
like
that
they-
want
they
to fly
might be a
DJI.
solution.
I think it's important to know what's going on. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm just like, do I keep buying shit for DJI or do I fucking get rid of it and wait? I don't know what to do anymore, personally.
You don't get to know. That's why.
I keep DJI in case I need it. 'Cause-
You don't get to know.
You're not in the company, man.
Not man. Not part of it, man.
wow.
You don't get to
You
know.
don't get to know.
Walking
You don't get to
It is a
know.
weird name, the old walk snail, isn't it?
Why is that still so funny for me?
Which
What?
part?
I'm surprised.
Oh, you don't
As
get to
long as you're
know?
in the hot-
All of it, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, let's be
You
real.
don't know.
There's a lot of questionable names for FB products out there. Let's just, let's round it off. Fat sharks. What the fuck
Man,
does a
that
shark
was
and a
like-
fat shark have to do with FPV?
Everything.
Obviously the shark is fucking good at his job of being a shark, which is eating things, and he got
But why
fat
is it fat?
doing it because he eats well, motherfucker. That's why he's good at his job.
I'm flying obese goggles then. if
But
that's
I
the
mean,
case.
yo, because like actually, it's total tangent. But my sister got some snails for her fucking tank the other day. Some different mystery snails, and so we've had to like read about these goddamn snails to make sure taking care of them. But those motherfuckers are fast. I'm just saying, snails can get around. Like,
Are they like water snails?
Yeah, I believe. Well, they breathe air. They have like siphons, I think, too. But I know they sometimes have to come up, and they do definitely get air because they can make themselves float. Like they'll go to sleep and float and shit. And they'll float if they're not happy with where they are.
Air?
My daughter
In the
has
water,
this.
bro. Yes, they levitate above. No, that's why you need a lid, bro. Otherwise, they fly right out. So they stay at the top of the water. But they actually hang out up there and will sift the fucking shit off the top of the water. They'll skim the shit off the top of the water. And they'll do that shit. But though my point is strictly that the fucking things are actually they get around the tank way faster than one would think when one just thinks snail. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so
especially walk
snail. They don't walk snail. They run snail.
They are, dude. They're like legs. Or like Greg said, fucking those bitches are like fucking teleporting snails, dude. They will fly if they could. Let them.
Yeah, I can't really.
So maybe there's some sort of analogy in there for walk snail. I don't know.
Yeah, I use their goggles.
Yeah, I mean, I like their goggle form factor better than anybody else's other than orcas at this current time. And dude. So actually, a serious question though for the chat. Y'all have seen the DJI. What the hell are they? It's the Air Unit V3, but the goggles are the goggles too. What is that? What they're calling it again? Am I right on that?
Who knows?
Anyways, the fucking new ones, right? They got the foldy antennas. What do you guys actually think about those? Can you remove them? Are they changeable?
Themselves?
Like,
I'm hoping they're changeable, but from what I'm hearing, they're not.
Like you can. Yeah.
I mean, I don't think you can. But I mean,
well, aside from opening them up and popping the fucking UFL or MMCX or whatever is in there,
it's definitely going to be UFL. Then the question is,
I think that's what it's going to be.
The question is though, if people find a way, because people have done it. You've done it with the
But where's the other antenna? Where's the other elements? Are they just built into the faceplate, or is it just two elements? That's what I'm curious about. Has anybody seen?
Two up top, and I think they were the same on the bottom, except not.
No,
the bottom looks like fucking Fallout helmet vent holes. You know what I'm saying? You know
that's right.
Fucking they look like fucking gas mask vents almost. Like
Yes, sounds like a German knock joke.
I don't know. Now that you say that,
I've only seen two antennas on the motherfuckers.
That's all I'm saying.
Unless it's built in patches.
Well, that's what I'm asking. Is there something in the faceplate?
We don't even know if those particular goggles are really even for the air units. They could be proprietary goggles for
just for the
drone, for all we know.
This could be for the Cinedrone, but they kind of announced, and I believe all the FCC filings were all kind of lumped together, right? So like for all the what the hell is it? Is it the Vada? That's the thing that's so confusing.
Avantar.
You haven't seen? If we can find a pic, I'll throw up a pic.
My thing is, if people haven't noticed it, for me, this is my concept of design of it. I think they got tired of designing shit. They took the goggles.
They got tired. We're done.
We're done. They took half the goggles. They put at the bottom, and the top part of it looks like the controller. Maybe the controller comes to the antenna. You got to point it up like this and back. That's what it looks like to me.
Oh, here's that one guy's picture. All I've seen is people wearing them on their mouths and shit. Yeah. I've seen a lot of memes already, but.
Like gas masks.
Funny.
All right, here, I can bring this up. Hey, so this is dronedj.com.
But then again, these actually don't look. Well, there is one picture.
So it's the DJI Avata.
Avata. See, they cut them in half.
So this looks like
control and put them on top.
This is your Darth Vader port. Right here.
It has a gas mask.
That's for Darth Vader, and then
that's your infrared reader. It's like
maybe that
vision, bro.
Maybe that zaps
it does like a Mad Max mouth there for more.
Is there anything on here about the other side? Oh, look, hey, bigger picture. Imagine that.
I mean, those
scroll down, you dummy.
If they're not removable, it's gonna piss off a lot of people.
It's just gonna make people.
They don't look. I mean, it's really hard to tell.
They don't look bad. They look good.
It's really hard to tell in this picture.
But from what I'm hearing, they put.
But this is how they are foldy. This is the foldy pic. So what is this on? Some Chinese web? No, it's Twitter. Okay, thank God.
Is that a video?
I'm gonna be like. Don't look at my tweet history, motherfuckers.
Tweet. Spam them.
Fuck off.
For the video or tape? It looks like image. No, it could be video.
I was trying to bring it up. Fucking hell, I'm not logging into Twitter. Fuck off. I want to
It's gonna be
see
dumb
it.
slow.
Why do they have a water bottle in front of it? Wow, this is the
Comparison.
worst. I should have just left it where it was.
God,
I can't make it any bigger.
Sucks.
Something like feels like there's something missing about
This
it.
what is this?
Don't
It
tell
has
me those are
knobs
the
on the
best
bottom of it.
areas.
I'm guessing those are the IPD.
That's what
maybe?
I'm thinking. They're focus, yeah, IPDs or
diopter.
yeah.
Stormtroopers. I don't know
think
about
the-
some
like I
Death
said,
Troopers, maybe.
I think
I don't mind the look. It's cool.
I see turtles on his
it
background.
has-
Like I said, who likes turtles?
Dude, it totally reminds me of the Tick. So
the tick.
that's just all I see.
Yeah, tetanus shot after you're done with it.
All right, well, that's that. We'll see. I think all we've seen is some basic drawings of the air unit, right? Nothing has been.
I mean, the only thing I can see
Oh,
is
shit.
you see where the antenna's at? I have a feeling the antenna unscrews itself.
Yeah.
I have a funny feeling those antennas unscrew themselves. It looks unscrewable.
That's what she said.
Your face
Well-
looks unscrewable.
They don't look very customizable. I will tell you that. Like,
I don't think they wanted to, but people found a way.
well, like you know how the new ones you can take the faceplate off and put your crystals or whatever kind of patches you want to put in the, or you can get your fucking Daft Punk visor or whatever it is you want to do, right? So like, it's kind of odd that they would move away. Oh, I
Hey, you
see
see
the
that, don't you,
tick.
man?
I think it has to do with regulations, kind of like how TBS has to keep their antennas connected to their receivers now when they sell them.
That's a possibility.
On
Very
the
different possibility.
what on fucking Crossfire or
On Tracer. When you bought the Tracer, then you
Tracer receivers need to have-
comes a little plastic adapter over it. I mean, you can unscrew and take it off and take the antenna off.
Yeah, it's
but
just
by
like
default, it's
some
stuck there.
electrical. It's just some liquid electric tape, basically.
Mhm.
they've done,
But
but
all
they've done that
receivers-
kind of stuff in the past. What I don't.
They're
So you're
gonna
just
have
saying,
focus adjustment,
but
they
do
have to.
Crossfire come that way right now or no?
Yeah, you
Then
can.
you-
Yeah, they do.
Then you want the micros, do not the full size, just the micros and the nanos.
I mean, there was definitely points where I've gotten TVS stuff that were liquidy taped on the UFLs, but then they went to the bolt down things on the on the.
But that's also to comply with FCC because FCC says
That
you
was to
can't
comply
have
with
a
people
remote-
bitching because they were ripping the motherfuckers off their VTXs back in the day like
They're
mad.
still bitching, bro.
Oh
Who
well,
has
people
not
are gonna
been
bitch no matter
still
what.
bitch?
But
Exactly.
fucking you're gonna look like
Anti-bitching screws was what I was
blogger weirdos.
That's anti-bitching screws or anti-bitching glue. You
I
take
mean,
your
I've
pick.
definitely had people drive by us and definitely laugh. And I
Oh, I'm
can
sure.
see they're laughing at us, and I'm like, "Fuck you!" And then I chase their car and orbit them as they're driving down the road. It's pretty.
So with the
funny.
so it looks like well, it's official, obviously, that Cadix is no longer going to be selling the Vistas. There is a report, and I haven't actually seen an update or not, so it could have been updated. But the last I saw was that there was a source that said that Runcam was going to get to sell them. So I guess we're waiting to kind of get confirmation on that. That's basically where last I looked, and really,
Yeah, same here. So
has anybody heard anything different in the chat? Like, the only thing, my only concern would be, personally, as a DJI user, is that for them to just, unless they open it up to somebody else, who else could they open it up besides Runcam? Because it doesn't seem like Runcam.
Foxier.
What's Foxier? Yeah, what's Foxier into right now?
HD0, I think.
Yeah, a lot of companies are moving towards them.
I mean, I'm not hating on that idea.
Yeah, no, that's great.
That's
awesome.
I mean, I'm leaning
But
towards
who are
HD0
these-
myself. I'm liking the way it looks, except for the breakup. I'm kind of on the fence about the way it breaks up versus the other
Hey.
systems.
I don't think there's
version 2.0.
no disillusionment that the penetration isn't as strong. That's what she said.
Well,
As compared to other systems, I think that we won't know Walksnail's full capabilities until version 6 or whatever, or whatever.
Remember,
Seriously.
most things have kind of been that way, right? Like it takes a few versions. They always put it out a little early.
I'm just really
From
curious.
rapid fire to fusion to I mean, pretty well everything I've run into has always kind of been like that.
Aside from like a lower latency 1080 or something, I'm really curious what like DJI can really do to make something different. You know what I mean? Like maybe more range, better resolution, right? Like, I mean, but is that really? Where do we reach the kind of point of diminishing returns and all of that?
This is my thing. I think they can, but what limits them is the FCC. They have to comply to certain FCC regulations, and obviously they have to keep it within reason. So if they didn't have those restrictions, then it could probably get away with murder. Kind of all those things. That's why they keep it.
If they want to
in at 25.
stomp on all of the frequencies simultaneously, I could get 4K. Fuck y'all.
They can if you wanted to.
I mean, 4K FPV will become a thing like one day. You know,
it's gonna
that's
happen. It's
well, bandwidth provided, man. Like to what Tech's saying, the FCC, and at least in America, controls that shit, and we have a limited bandwidth. And you know they're already using almost 2 channels for, but they are using 2 channels for 50 meg, right? And then when as you're upping the resolution and everything, you're upping and increasing your bandwidth. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe, but maybe I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Asylum calling for a beard regrow tech.
I'd like to see more technology added into the goggles rather than just like increasing the resolution. I want to see like.
Well, that's my question. Like, where do you guys think?
Better pass-through cameras, better other like.
Well, where do you think that like 4K on a fucking 2-inch screen? Like, when does that just become pointless? Really? Like, how much better does it really get on such a small display? Whereas, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not
for
even
our purposes.
Yeah,
it's really kind of useless for maybe video games. That's really nice. Because especially when you get to the higher resolutions, the screen door effect.
FCC got me down, just like them in the fucking FAA, assholes. Anyways, I'm just gonna keep it moving. Fucking yeah. So like, you know, the fucking I don't know, man. Like that's really what my question is like what. Because I just see like right now there's a little bit of a hype war going on, and that's fine. It's natural. Okay. Fucking so DJI's got to come out now with the next big thing and blow everybody out in the water, right? What is that? That's kind of what I'm speculating, pure speculation. What is that though? You know, I'm asking y'all, like, what is that? I don't know. As somebody who's really into optics and cameras and digital transmission tech, I don't fucking know. Like, seriously.
I feel that the technology is there. It's just a matter of keeping it as compact and as small as possible to fit our needs.
They come up with some crazy compression algorithm to bust 4K on like one channel. That'd be fucking rad, you know, or close to it. Even just a low latency 1080 at this point would be great, right?
Yeah, but to keep it on one channel, stream like that tight, I don't know, man.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Bandwidth is an issue, right? Because you already have broadcast, and then all of the other people that are way more priority than us that take up all of the fucking airwaves.
Yeah, you think about it.
We need quantum video. That's it.
The 5.8 gigahertz frequency is a small.
That's the answer.
That's quantum video. Everybody,
quantum video.
Let's put our heads together.
Stop what you're doing.
Stop what you're doing.
Quantum video can link.
That's what these are. These are the quantum video links.
You got them right here.
Right here. They take
0 millisecond.
They take up no fucking bandwidth at all. There's no latency. No fucking
Risco branded.
DJI action quality.
The Rotorisco goggles.
So I mean,
V3.
all right, well,
I'll believe that when I see it.
We'd have to quantify that, Bugs, but. Because obviously the DJI action can shoot.
Oh, and it begun.
Oh, yes. Naked.
Ban, remove.
We did it.
Got it.
Got it? Damn, you got it before I did. Fuck, it happened again.
Wow, that was like super fast. We just must be on the rotation.
And we didn't say anything, bro. We said absolutely nothing.
There was a couple. That was what she
said.
Says.
Something about robot juice.
No, that was before we were streaming. That was before.
I knew it from the beginning. Nah.
Although I did put it in the chat. Well, yes.
That was the key.
You guys heard about that robot juice?
Sprayer says
robot juice.
His split 4 and hybrid look just as good as the Hero 7. I would beg to differ, but
I mean, Maybe if you have your GoPro in full auto.
What is the I don't even know what the settings are on like the split. What is that thing? That thing records to like 4K, doesn't it?
Does it
I think it
record
records
4K?
decent.
It's basically,
fucking-
it's basically the runcam black, but in a one board hybrid
board.
setup.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in a naked setup.
Actually, if you like the split 4 hybrid, then Dolores is way better than the runcam.
I'm so glad they found me a girl, bro. Let's go. I got a girl. They found me one, man. See, it says it in the chat. They apparently all y'all too. If you don't have one, or if you need an extra one, apparently they got it. Oh, fuck's sakes.
Yeah, it's make it HD.
So I mean, so if the, you know, and that's the thing. So sorry. So there's a rumor, right, that the 03 system could be compatible with the V2 goggles that we currently have,
In
right?
theory, correct.
But then if they're making them run cam quality, or sorry, Action 2 quality, like the hardware can't support it. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, that's what I'm saying. We have to quantify the whole thing. Like, how much can the hardware actually support that we currently have too? We obviously know it can do 1080, right?
I have a funny feeling it's just gonna be just the Vista rebranded for runcam, and then runcam's gonna put their own camera over it, say like Cadix did, and you're gonna get runcam quality video like the Phoenix made for your DVR.
I don't know if
and
it's.
then they.
You read Cadix's message; they were saying they were not allowing people to make cameras for the new system. Now I don't know if that was just them because they pissed them off because of Walk Snail. I don't know.
That's just them.
I don't know, or if that's gonna carry over, and that's the whole reason why I would even question the thing going on with runcam. Like, does it make sense for fucking DJI to keep making vistas for just runcam? Maybe, I don't know, but I mean, I love runcam. Don't get me wrong, fucking love those guys. But
Well, I mean, I think it's just to keep the. So I mean, it would only be to support their
pre-existing customers.
Pre-existing customer, yeah. I mean, I don't. I mean, I'm not by any means some kind of business genius or anything like that. So I mean, it could be some kind of strategy.
And what's up with? It will be interesting to find out with these new goggles too, right? Like, do they have HDMI in or not, or is it all USB-C still, or what's going on there? Can you still not use them with a SIM? You know?
Yeah.
It's like, goddamn it, why wouldn't fucking DJI just release a fucking VRX, please, that we could plug into whatever? Like, I mean, you know.
That's still what I thought. What digital FPV was going to be like.
That's what I hoped for when DJI
modules
initially
and
announced.
Pop them right in my Fat Sharks.
Yeah.
I mean, HC0 is getting close. Getting close to that, but
yeah,
DJI could pull it off. You know, it'd just be nice to be able to pick whatever fucking screens you want with whatever digital shit you want and put it together. And fucking, yeah.
I really want fucking FPV goggles that have some of the same technology as some of the high-end VR gaming goggles.
I would love to actually, you know, sprayers. So I'd love to see how much controls on the Split 4. I need to look at it. Can you guys can you shoot like a flat profile on a Split 4?
No.
What does it shoot as? Just like H.264,
4K 30, 2K60.
What is it? What's the
50?
I'm guessing MP4, H.264,
MP4.
Yeah, I'm with you, Night Train. Where is Orca? I don't know.
Man, that's the shit, right? Well, so speaking of, it's a very small sign of life, but Tony Cake announced the Orca RF meter that fucking apparently is hitting now.
You mean probably rebranded Trampoline?
That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. I mean,
Well, that was somebody actually. I haven't followed up on the original post. Let me see. Oh, I'm in some Chinese Twitter page.
The packaging looks really cool for sure.
Well, I'm just curious if they somebody asked them, like, have you guys added anything for digital to be able to read what's coming off like digital rigs? So I don't, and I didn't see the answer or reply yet, so I don't know if there is one or not.
Anybody know? Anybody see?
But I guess the small, silver lining is at least there's something going on over there, right? Like maybe this is hopefully them starting to do something. It's like poking with a stick. Do something. Well, your RF meter. Cool. Does that work with anything that's coming? Like, I don't know, dude. Like, seriously. Like,
does it add to anything that's coming?
Does it repower the way it's supposed to instead of being off by like
I was
10
trying to
dB?
think about it though. It's like digital. I guess I wonder how they're actually transmitting the signal. I don't know. I have to think about it.
That would be interesting. It will be interesting to see.
A lot of people sold into Orca, and I think that several people are disappointed that there hasn't been more activity globally. Some people are happy with what they have. I think some people, especially people that probably bought goggles more recently, feel a little bit like, because they seemed like they were alluding that we would see hopefully at least one of the new VTXs by now. I know the main, like the lion's share, they quoted like the fall is what I remember, but I swear that I thought I saw there was supposed to be some life, and it's now August, and there still hasn't been anything yet. So it's a little disconcerting, and I think with over that hype, right? Over the hype, people bought goggles like last year over that announcement hype, and then haven't seen anything. And that's why I think there's kind of that. There's like a hype war going on in general between all these fuckers. But oh my god, we got another one. I want to have a good time. Yes.
Yeah.
We haven't said anything. If I said, the P word,
I said I love you long time.
I didn't say any of that.
The future, but then the future proof goggles got revamped. So that's the thing, right? That's really the biggest concern, really, is because they Orca released the V2 goggles, which have very, very nice displays in them. All right, but I think that if they don't get something that works with them soon, they're going to be outdated comparatively, relatively quick.
And it's getting to that point.
Yeah, that is a bit of a concern. Really, it's like, so if you bought the V2 goggles and they wait another fucking year to bring out some shit, the panels are going to start being dated comparatively.
We'll see.
Yeah, baby, they heard that 3D shit was coming, and so
3Ds.
Got them three. They gotta find you a 3D girlfriend, because she found your girlfriend, man. I don't know if you saw it.
Fit 3 of these in there.
3 of these.
3 days.
Oh shit.
Oh, so you showed up to that, and then you get the spam. So it was your fault. You brought me with you.
Yeah, or maybe it was confused. Kim, did you bring the porn bots?
Yeah.
Well, did anybody get hit with that?
With the what bots?
Just buying some new goggles, whether that be Orcas or V2 DJI goggles.
Not at all.
But hey, what do you mean hit? Just you think somebody feels burned about it?
You bought it, and you're wondering what's going on. Or
I know some people. I'm not gonna name anybody, but people.
I mean, that's the whole reason
I know some people.
Was for that reason.
Well, that's why I always try to recommend to people to just watch for hype. You don't want to get that hype burn where you get hyped about something, buy it, and then something radical kind of fucks that whole situation. Look, it's gonna happen from time to time, but when you kind of, when there's warning signs and histories and things that you can actually base a somewhat informative call on. Just gotta be careful, man. That's all I'm saying. I don't feel the burn so much with the DJI V2s but I only have a couple rigs running on DJI because I'm broke. So I mean, and to be fair, due to the uncertainty currently, I'm kind of glad I'm not real invested. If it happens to go badly or go less than desirably, I would say,
you didn't do too bad.
I'm not too deep. I think there's absolutely that's the thing. People say stuff like this too. It's like, all right, look, if you bought something and it works fucking great for you and you're completely satisfied, burn it into the ground, bros. It's just like run it into the ground. If it works great, don't buy into that extra fucking bit of resolution or a couple extra frame rates. It's look, if you got money to burn, go for it. But if you don't really need to and your shit works great, fucking rock it, or wait a long time. I don't know. That's my opinion. And right now, I just feel like such shit is so uncertain. I'm glad I've been waiting personally.
Well, really, I mean,
had a forced wait.
I was waiting for Orca to do something, but it's like you
Up
said,
in the
it's
air.
just, man, you came out and made an announcement and made some pretty hefty promises as far
I mean,
as
are we really surprised with that though? I mean,
no, not at all.
No, and again,
But-
history,
history.
history. That's what I'm saying. There's a history of stuff.
But it's like, again, it's disheartening not to see them pushing harder, especially when another competitor's come out already.
Cadix is probably going to be making stuff for Fat Shark's system. I would expect.
Or they can still make the cameras.
Well, absolutely.
Probably make everything but the case.
I mean, that's kind of what you're talking about. Like, so Fat Shark helped probably design the goggles and the optical system, and
Well, they probably did the internals more so than. And Fat Shark was like, "This is what you need to do to make goggles. This is what you need first. Here, this is the shape you want it to be. This is the size you should be working with."
Yeah, and I can tell you that from my perspective, like, in terms of
Grace
actual
says, smell the vaporware.
in terms
There's possibilities.
of actual goggle hardware, like I don't know if you guys catch it, but like Waldo's been streaming a bit of Liftoff, and he's actually rocking his goggles, dude. It's pretty amazing. You should check it out. Fucking, but some of these goggles you don't have that option. And then depending on
I love that I can control my GoPro.
And then depending on what, awesome. Well, that is cool. Yeah, that's cool. Does it give you a record indicator or anything? Yeah. So your GoPro's recording. What I'm asking.
I don't remember, to be honest with you.
Fair enough.
How does that work?
Because I don't. Because the first time I broke that GoPro and had to relink it up, I just never did.
I try to keep my GoPro fucking
the first and only time because it's just just an extra step.
Does it work through Bluetooth or something?
Yeah.
Since it's like basically a hardware version of the app, kind of, in terms of like how it actually communicates.
Can you do ProTune settings in there?
Oh yeah, most of them.
Nice.
I mean, it just basically gives you that menu inside your guide.
It's probably like using like the GoPro API.
Never. You don't get Bannister. You don't get to know.
I mean, that would be
Bannister, what up?
It would be fucking rad if you could get an indicator that your GoPro or whatever camera system. You could. I actually had seen somebody who fucking mounted an LED towards the front of his FPV cam, so you could tell if he was recording, like a fucking tally light. You can see you're recording.
What, on the camera? I mean, on the
FPV feed. Put an LED. So a lot of cameras have a tally output or something where it can drive an external LED or light, a tally light, to fucking know that you're recording. Right. I've seen somebody do that. Fucking hysterical. No, but really, man, I think that's right now for me. Like, in terms of like feature set, I think like the HD0 goggles have HDMI in and out. DJI, I'm assuming is going to do USB-C. It remains to be seen if that's going to be easy or some kind of weird thing. Maybe we'll have a fucking a wide FPV or fucking the other one. I can't remember the goddamn name.
I appreciate it.
The fucking the app that lets you see it.
Oh, what is that?
Greg, what is it? I know Greg knows. The other app for DJI to see it on your screen besides wide FPV. Somebody in chat knows. God damn it! I'm just spacing.
Digiview.
Right Digiview. Thank you. I will shout out. Adrian posted in FPV stabilization tools that he can get native VRAW display for gyroflow, but he's gonna have to purchase a library to do so. So he's trying to raise $3,000 to help cover the costs. But if you're into gyroflow and you're looking to get into cinematography, this is a very good thing for the community, I think. So if you got a couple extra bucks and you can throw them his way, hop in the FPV stabilization tools Facebook group. You'll find Adrian's post. He is the main developer for gyroflow. I mean, if you're not already supporting these guys anyway, you should be. But yeah, if you're into like cinema cams if we can get the ball rolling with B-Raw, hopefully that means we'll start seeing other things. So basically, what does that mean? You can open a B-Raw file in GyroFlow, get the gyro data off the camera, and just plays. You can export your data, put it back in Resolve, and use the plugin to do it if you still want to color or whatever. But it just makes the entire workflow for people that are into doing cinematography fucking 100 times better. And ultimately, if it gets a lot of other Blackmagic users just using it for terrestrial-based shooting, that's just going to open the whole thing up in a big way that I think could be really, really good for everybody. The more people we get using GyroFlow, the more support, the more they can do, the better it gets. So,
in other words, keep on bitching so they get better.
No, I'm saying put some. If you use the shit and you enjoy it, fucking support those homies, man. For real.
Absolutely.
Like I said, if the B-Raw, dude, if they get a bunch of black, because like I said, Blackmagic just released gyro stabilization in DaVinci Resolve. It is the beginning of a massive, amazing thing for technology. Imagine being able to take your GoPro footage in there and use the gyro data to like do special effects, like to track a spaceship in your drone shot and make it look realistic because you're using gyro data to fucking, you know what I mean, bros? There's so many endless possibilities. So the more people we get on this shit on both platforms, the better. And it's not limited to drone pilots. A lot of filmmakers are using GyroFlow just because you can get a fucking run and gun shot that looks dope. You know what I mean? So the more the merrier.
Boom.
Boom.
As you can tell, I'm a wee bit excited about this one.
Just a wee bit there, little lad.
Well, yeah, that's awesome. That could be cool.
Well, the cool thing is, they've just updated the plugin recently. Apparently, the plugin is working really well. I haven't been able to test it with the latest shit because I've been doing a bunch of other shit. But apparently, the new GyroFlow plugin is working really well in Resolve. So you basically right now, what you could do is you could load your Blackmagic RAW file in as just a gyro data file, and then you would have to still transcode a stub to watch it, so you could monitor what the gyro shit is doing. Some people just run it on like native and YOLO, put it in Resolve and see what happens. But bottom line is you generate your gyro file and now you can take it over into Resolve. They have a plugin that will let you apply it after you do your color or other shit and fucking bang it out. So this whole thing just makes the whole process easier. And then like Red has announced gyro in some of their cameras, and obviously Sony has gyro in their cameras. So hopefully we're going to see a lot of positive things for filmmakers, whether you're flying or on the ground. I think it's dope. I think it's really fucking dope stuff. Yeah, SteadXP, dude, is like, yeah, and then it's like, I have SteadXP, and I'm not even like, I'm like, should I sell it? Should I just hack it so it does something else, you know? Like, I just use it as a gyro logger? I don't know. Fucking, yeah. Thankfully, I didn't pay much for it. But SteadXP seems dead right now. And if they don't do something soon, there won't be much point. Because the whole workflow is a pain in the ass.
Yes.
Yeah, so for GoPro people, GyroFlow is pretty easy. When you start using it with the other shit. Yeah, Komodo would be a good one. Like I said, the big thing is being able to, once you can start parsing out the gyro data into other things, and if Resolve does it internally the way one would hope, you'll be able to send that data into Fusion for VFX compositing, use it for all sorts of fucking sick shit. So it'll be cool.
Hell yeah.
It's a very, very, very beginnings of it all. But yeah, I just wanted to mention, support GyroFlow if you use. Those guys are cool and he's working hard.
Do you got a link for that?
I was actually just thinking that. It's funny.
Which one? You want the Facebook group or what?
GyroFlow.
Gyroflow.com.
I'd like to start messing around with it.
You should.
Yeah, it's super sick program.
What kind of settings on my GoPro should I be shooting in to use that? Like,
all the particles.
Any particular
it depends
super view, wide.
Depends on what lens you're using too. Like if you're using the funky lenses or one of the anamorphics or something, you might need to at least at bare minimum make a lens profile. But I mean, man, you know my take on it. Like as far as most things, I try to lock everything. I try to set ISO. I try to lock my frame rate. I use ND to adjust exposure as necessary. You know, because you know, as you're coloring and the things moving around, your light's changing, you see tonal shifts and brightness shifts and all that stuff. So that's me. I not to say you can't get good footage on auto shutter. You know what I mean? With gyroflow, I find that you with any gyro state, with really any gyro stabilization, you want to shoot at a higher frame rate than normal. So normally people will tell you to follow the 180-degree rule, which is effectively double shutter of whatever your frame rate is. So if you're shooting 24, shutter's 48, that's the 180 rule. Or fucking, it's in the Discord, I'd have to find the chart. But if you're shooting 30, your shutter's 60, right? Well, the higher your shutter goes, the less motion blur you get. So when you're stabilizing using a gyro, it's best to fucking shoot a higher than 180. So you might, now this is going to sound really weird, but what I'm doing is I tend to use average at 90, which is like, I think it's 1/90th something. I don't know. I have to look at it. When you're shooting 30 frames, it's faster. I just can't remember what it is. I'd have to do the math. So far as super view, man, I don't know that there's been a major preference. If John popped by, he would probably give you a good input there. Oh, we got another one.
They're back. They're back. All night. Bots on bots on bots on bots on bots on bots on bots. Nice.
Thanks, Trini.
Yeah, maybe who else is using Gyroflow in the chat? Be fair, I was working with WALDOH to do the. I'm still kind of in process regarding certain things. To be quite honest with you, Greg, I was trying to work with WALDOH to mess around with some of it and get some footage for him. Like I was actually waiting on a lens profile to take that stuff I colored and run it through Gyroflow to see how all of that worked together. So I could give you better answers once I get to the other side of all that. 300. I have a band hammer. I have an infinity seconds. Yes, I play this. That's my option. It says infinity. And then it says, do you really want to ban these people for life? And I say yes.
Yes.
Yes. What else? I don't have my thinking cap on for Gyroflow in that regard. Giving them time to come in. Why is that an option?
What? No speaking English.
Well, that's because you know why that is an option, because every once in a while somebody in the chat will accidentally put somebody on silence. It's become a thing a couple times actually. like why did you silence me? Like, dude, it was an accident. It was an accident. Hi, it is 10 o'clock and we love you.
It's 11. 10 o'clock.
Where she's at, it's 10 o'clock.
Central.
Oh, she's Pacific time. Okay, never mind. Yes, it is 10 o'clock.
She's in Texas time. Whatever Texas does, that's what it is.
I forgot. Yeah. She's in Texas, Houston.
Central. Well, so we think Spagoo's might have cursed Game of
Yeah, Spagoo's completely cursed it.
Spagoo's not even on.
Either that or y'all are bored of it, but we didn't have anybody else. We no Game of Quad this week. Sorry.
Master Post says it's 8 p.m. I know, that's why.
8 p.m.
Why he was like wide awake the other night. We were talking on Friday night. Matt's just like wide awake, and I'm about ready to fucking fall asleep. Chat.
Yeah,
time difference is a bitch sometimes.
It was like, I don't know.
Dude.
I'm trying to get an earlier schedule and go hiking and shit and like film and get those, trying to get those, get my guns on, fucking carrying that fucking
photons early, dude.
Yeah, baby.
Get outside.
I'm hoping, although I have no idea what it's gonna be like, but I'm going to a Jeep rally with my sister this weekend, so that should be interesting.
A Jeep rally? That'd
yeah,
be fucking awesome.
And I was like, are there funky Jeeps? And like I asked her, she's like, yeah. And I'm like, cool. Bring in the camera. Maybe the fucking Cinewhoop.
Bring
If
your
I
quad,
can get
yeah,
away
yeah,
with
but
if I can get away with flying the Whoop, I will.
you are gonna get by. Trust me. Fucking they're yahoos, bro. Hell yeah. Tell me.
Depends
tell me not
where it is exactly. If it's right next to the airport, I might not.
Hell no. It's gonna be the middle of Nowheresville, USA.
Well, most likely
I
it's
guarantee you,
fucking
bro.
Indiana.
Yeah.
What about the
plenty of
difference
that.
thing?
That's exactly.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, g'day.
Yeah, well,
The difference
I guess
thing for us,
I'll tell you.
is it 12 on the dot for us, Asylum, right now? Wait, he's in Perth. What the fuck
It's
is it?
11:05 p.m.
here.
It's in the morning. It's in the morning. They're a 12-hour difference.
It's like the afternoon there, bro, I think.
Oh.
Sun's out, guns out. That's right.
In the middle of winter for them. No, it's 1 o'clock. Yeah, it's 1 o'clock over there.
Yeah, it was nice
Yeah.
to see you too, Bannister. To be honest, we'll have to definitely link in a little earlier and fucking get some bullshit on. It did get really nerdy really quick about fucking visual effects and chaos.
Wait.
It's 11:05 a.m. Okay, so you are exactly 12 hours. Okay.
Power difference, yeah. Wait, the fact that we fly
Darts!
autonomous devices, that means that there's nothing nerdy about it.
Oh yeah,
Everything we do
right.
is nerdy.
So I guess we don't have Game of Quad, but we have something potentially equally as interesting. Maybe. How can I do this? Here, we're gonna YOLO something here. See how it works. It may not work. I'm YOLOing. Okay.
Giving it jaundice?
I put yeah, we were yellowing it, yes. What can I use, bro? Camera input.
He's nuts.
What's that? No, I don't want the
Here
camera.
comes the bots.
Really? Again?
No.
Oh.
I just said the word nuts. and I
Mini
think I'm gonna come
recorder?
on
I don't
watch.
need that. Oh, yes, I want to move that.
It's Sturgis right now. Is Sturgis happening as we speak?
I don't know, is it?
Let's see if we can make this work.
I don't recommend peeing on it either.
Heck.
Let me know fucking mute
Okay.
the channel.
What was the name of your file? Oh no.
Fuck out.
Actually, no. We're gonna have to do it. We'll have to do it via YouTube.
Oh shit!
I mean, I could try to download it.
I have it. I put it on Drive. We got time.
How big was it?
Everybody. I don't know. Fuck, I don't.
Right.
I didn't. I never look at the file. The file it's like about a gig or two.
Pee on it.
All right. Let's see what could go wrong, right? What could go
Oh,
wrong?
it's almost 3.5 gigs.
Hell yeah, man.
It's almost 3.5 gigs.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I mean,
What?
it is his pretty beard. I saw Tech's beard in the forest this weekend.
You sure it wasn't a Sasquatch?
It was fucking out there, bro. I seen it.
Man.
I seen it. Download. Oh my god. So let's see if we start stuttering and stuff. That'll be fun.
What is cold, Demon? Like, what are you looking at?
Download
15
anyway.
degrees Celsius,
Bastard.
10 degrees Celsius. What are you looking
Oh,
at?
it might not
5
be too
degrees
bad.
Celsius.
Cold.
What's going on down under Asylum and Demons? Actually, you know what we'll do while we're waiting for this.
Settled down.
While we're waiting for this little treat, shall we say? What was our question? When do we have a question?
Trinity has a question. What happened to my beer? Chihuahuas. I got mugged by chihuahuas.
And that's what they took was your fucking beard?
That's what they took was my beer, bro.
All right. Oh,
They
So much more
Gnaw it
serious,
off.
right?
so since we were speaking about gyroflow and shit, here's our question of the week in the chat. What action camera is everybody rocking, and what are your preferences regarding those, and why?
So think about it. What cam do you prefer to use? I mean, what are you using mostly?
Well, obviously,
I mean, why are you losing? Is it the Action 2? Is it the GoPro Hero 10? Is it the Session 4? Session 5?
I got Billy going it. Dude, Billy
Is it
going
the
it.
thumb?
Bannister has a question.
Well, let us know.
Bannister wants to know how long it took you to
Sponsored
grow
by
that thing.
Coca-Cola.
It doesn't take me that long. Like my beard grows pretty quickly, so I can probably get it that length again within like half a year.
Is it nice to not feel scratchy face?
I don't go through anymore. When I first did it, I went through it. Now it doesn't. It just grows in. But then again, I
Confused
pamper
says
myself.
Hero 7. Runcam 5 orange with
5
gyro
orange
is sick.
gyro.
Are you using Gyroflow?
that is true.
Asylum?
He has to.
So
get it
you're
running.
saying the Runcam split is very similar to the 5? The split 4 is like similar to the 5?
No, the split is more like the black. The orange is like a whole different animal.
In better or worse?
The orange is better than the split. Because at least with the orange, you have flexibility even to do their version of flats.
Nice. Kim Few says she's got the Thumb Pro coming.
Some
That
Pro
looks
coming?
awesome.
Oh yeah, you have to let us know about that.
Hero
Cool.
9 Forevermore says Action 2. Yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards turning one of my Hero 10s in.
All right, so I saw a rumor Action 2 might be discontinued. Any yes or no's?
Hero 6 Black. Hell yeah.
I was reading somewhere. I didn't get information that it was being discontinued just because they dropped the price. They probably dropped the price because they weren't selling at 5.
Demons, if you're getting blown out from digital users at an event, the event coordinators need to do a better job.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
you're
'cause
getting
we-
blown out during a race, that's totally not right. Somebody's not running the right setups.
Because
Because
on 50 probably.
to be fair, like, and number one though, you should in a 25 milliwatt, which is what everybody should be running. So your digital people should be on 25, whatever their lowest megabit is, and on 25 milliwatt. And then ultimately, I wouldn't sit right next to them.
Yeah, their goggles transmit.
But to what Greg's saying, like, also I would be wondering where the flight pit is, in relationship to everything. Obviously, there's going to be some point where digital quad is going to go in front of you, right? So what can you do to minimize that? Well, it may be worth getting at least, if not a full ground station, getting a cable and getting one of your patches up high above that shit, maybe. So that way, if you're on the other side of the field and a digital rig goes in front of you, you can get over it a little bit, maybe get around it. So I would definitely be looking at my antenna situation, but really, ultimately, if everybody's like running it correctly, you shouldn't really be getting blown out. Although that's not going to stop. Like, dude, a lot of racers I know are fucking lugging their ground station up with them when they fly 25, and they'll have a receiver with fucking extra patches and the whole 9. Well, you see, you shouldn't. No, you can't, though. All you're going to do is turn out more noise. So when you're on 200 and your system's rocking that, you're just turning up more crap. The fucking digital guys, y'all need to agree on your setups, which should be... multi-GP is 25 milliwatt and the lowest connection speeds for the digital guys.
Yeah, if the digital guys are running fucking 1200 milliwatts on 50,
But again,
yeah, they're gonna be blowing you out. Yeah.
for as long as I ever have been going to races and stuff, like the really serious cats, they have a fucking... When there was no digital, the serious cats had a fucking ground station or at least some kind of antenna extensions to get out there. But I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, I mean, try not to sit right on, like, make sure the flight line is not, like, you're not sitting right on the edge of the track. Like, give yourself a little separation.
And what channel you have your analog on, by the way?
Goggles
If you
blast
have
all
your
channels on
R8
boot up, and if you unplug the quad first, always turn the goggles first. Well, again, in most racing situations, you're not going to be turning on or off a quad while people are racing. End of story. Like, if you crash, your shit sits out there until everybody's in or crashed, and everybody's in recovery. Like, nobody should be recovering during a race. Your face is the antenna. I got my extension right here. But yeah, to me, I mean, honestly, it sounds like there's... I don't know. It sounds like you guys need to work on the coordination so to speak, of the event, and making sure that nobody is, like I said, there should be no recoveries during. Well, if you're doing serious races and blah 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 blah, nobody should be recovering. Like if you crash, you wait and your shit burns in the meantime.
And as far as them flying freestyle,
only when I pee.
mean, who cares? I fly analog most of the time, and everyone else I fly with flies fucking digital.
Only wolves.
They can't watch me. I can't watch them. I mean, digital audio audience mode sucks. It's not really fun to watch. Forces both pilots into 25 megabits. So I don't know.
I mean, I can fly with my friend digital, but I respect we take turns. Like he'll
Just
go
keep
up
flying
and
analog.
I mean, dude, Matty Blunts and I stood right next to each other flying Pilgrim, and I was on analog and he was on digital, and we had zero issues. We were standing right on top of one another.
I had a little bit of issue when he flew, but it was nothing, just a little black lines here and there.
I've had my video feed go completely black the moment somebody decides to fly a DJI with analog.
If they're on 50, absolutely. If they're on 25, nah.
Well, if you have channel separation, as long as you're not literally stepping on, like if they're not stepping directly on you, if you have channel separation, typically you'll see black lines in your analog feed when somebody's flying 50. And so I'm just like, and like, I guess
no 50, you get a black screen. If
no, I don't.
25, you get the black lines.
I've coordinated enough fucking shit to know, like fucking, dude. I know, fucking, like fucking when what's his name, Big D was flying 50 at Pilgrim. He's standing about a car behind me, and I'm getting black lines on my feet. Flying fine. As soon as we went to 25, it was no problem. If somebody's standing on you directly, I don't know why. The only other thing I can say is that something else is going on.
Yeah, I've flown in places with other people.
Yeah, if people flying DJI, if you have channel separation and people are flying 25, you should have no real issues. I've stood right next to Matty, fucking, while he was flying.
Yeah. I don't know. Did you get that video up? Speaking of
coming.
Sweet.
But again, racing is a different animal because everybody should be limited to 25 milliwatt. And so in that situation, you can gain up your antennas, and you should honestly be gaining up your antennas to get around it. Yes, 50 megabyte is dude, if you got 3 DJI guys and you're making sure that you're going up and coming down together, you can rock 3 DJIs on 50. Or if you're by yourself or just you and your homie or whatever, yeah, rock 50 if you want to. Matty stack. Has anybody started to go down the dark side of fucking exposing your? So who's running your action cameras mostly auto, and who's exposing and all the fun stuff?
Exposing here and there.
Fuck is this?
These nuts.
What is this? I'm super confused right now. Hold on a second.
What did you download?
He downloaded the wrong video.
You guys don't want to know. Oh, here it is.
It starts with a U and ends with an N. Can you fill the gaps between
I wonder if this will work. Okay, I need to put this.
Have a good night, Ken. I don't know why you go to bed so early.
Have a good night, Ken.
Have a good one. Thank you so much for hanging out. As always.
Thank you.
Yeah, dudes, you can totally fly together. That's rad.
Hell.
How do you gain up your antennas? Well, you buy higher gain antennas. You look into potentially get into a higher gain, like a helical. A helical. You can get, if you look at your patch antennas, you'll find they come in various flavors. Usually there is a spec that's going to be like their +3, +6, +15. You'll see various decibel of gain within the different elements. So you look at what you got, and you fucking, you get a higher gain antenna, probably more directional, and or you get an extension to put it on some sort of a ground station, or you get a full-blown ground station that is effectively its own fucking receiver that's got mad fucking antennas on it, and you stick it on a fucking like a microphone boom or something, or a fucking some sort of tripod, and you get it up as high as you can. So that, because when you're running 25, you need that extra gain to keep your signal in there, and to also help hopefully prevent getting blown out. You know, yeah. Yeah, it's probably the wrong kind of exposure. Exposing yourself. Yes, you have to do manual for real, otherwise it goes dark.
Well, the whole entire image processing on the actual tool is dark regardless. I mean, you can do auto. Yeah, it's dark. It has naturally darker. I mean, if you want to keep it auto because you're going in and out of places, you can either, you know, set up a range on your ISO, or you could do exposure compensation, like bring it 1 or 2 depending on your situation, and it'll delay it, and you can compensate for it.
All right. You guys ready for this? Although, you know, I'm sad we haven't used the B2P news thing for a while. We need to use it. But, all right, so we got a special treat for you this evening.
And I'm walking away.
Hopefully.
We'll see.
Although I've named this camera input here.
Action.
Hold on.
Yeah, Nitron, you got to make sure your exposure is decent.
Exposure. This is why I was in studio mode, so hopefully I didn't completely fuck this up.
Yeah,
right, where are we?
It's decent exposure.
It's really interesting because you guys, I mean, I'm sure some of you guys know that I've been cracked the fuck out on color and coloring and fucking watching how the settings of the GoPros affect color and white balance even throughout a shot, especially when you're like flying inside of a mall, for example, or something like that. You'll see a bit of shift. Even when you're going from like bright sunny day down into the forest, you'll see shift in the white balance because the light is actually changing from the diffusion of the actual leaves in the trees, and you're getting a lot more green and blues into the white because the sun is going through the trees. So you get a hue shift effectively. So that's why it's important to fucking lock white balance or use native is what I use, so that way you can control that and not see it shift. And then if you need to change it because you cut, maybe you made a cut and you've made that clip, the forest cut clip, you might color that a little bit differently, but you have control over it at that point.
Boom.
Thank you for reminding me about color transforms. Color transformation is an amazing, powerful tool, especially when you start breaking shit.
Some would consider unnatural.
Something dark side.
Something complete.
All right, so anyways, what time is it?
That's monkey dance across the balls. Look at his legacy Niagara Falls.
I don't know how long this is. Main zoom. Let me get here. All right, I'm coming out of studio mode. And we're gonna see if this works. All right, you guys ready for this?
Let's go. Let's go. Dab time.
This is our first how-to video on B2P that I didn't make. Somebody else made.
Some asshole.
Nice.
Let's see it. So what is this? You want to introduce it?
No.
So this is a soldering how-to, yeah?
Yo, my train of thought of soldering. Enjoy.
All right, here we go.
Enjoy.
Get ready.
Enjoy.
Enjoy.
To maybe first, maybe at last.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Possibly.
Is there no sound?
I don't see
I don't see any sound.
That's
Why?
not on it. That's on your end, not my end.
It very well could be, but I don't know. Hold on. Transform. Let's just make sure. Okay. You hear it?
Yeah, it's choppy right here.
It's choppy? I don't see it at all.
And it's like, there it goes. Now it's just, it's choppy. Now I'm seeing my hands and it's stuck.
Yes.
There it is.
Ramen. Delicious. Yummy.
Okay, is it choppy?
Super chop.
Okay.
All right, well that ain't gonna work. So we're gonna do this. It's cool. It's cool. We have a backup plan. Where's the link? Any link?
Baby, back up.
Where's the YouTube? This is why we have these backups. Backups upon backups. What did you encode this as? I didn't even look at that. I'm sorry.
264.
I looked at the YouTube and forgot. I don't see any audio. I don't see. Well, it's because I watch meters and I can see audio.
I don't see any audio, man.
When you get on my level, bro, damn. When you can see audio, you got it. Got it.
Yeah. That's what it takes. That's why it makes them big bucks.
I sent the YouTube link.
Just take some LSD.
What that?
Or
that
mushrooms.
That adjusts how you see audio.
Penis
Or sniff,
particular.
sniff bed bugs. I don't know.
Nitride says he's got some. He'll show you.
I got 20 meg upload. I'll show you. I'll show it for you.
I honestly didn't even think it. What did you render that as?
H264.
Where's this YouTube thing, man?
Man, I'm trying, bro. It's fucking slow as smoke off shit. I'm loading that shit, bro.
Let's blame it on the solar flares that has been bombarded in our Earth right about now.
Slow your roll.
I'm chilling, bro. I got the AC on. I got 2 fans blasting. I'm still.
Go get your
hot.
fix, Jesus. All right, here we go. I got it coming up here.
Yes, please. Asylum edibles for everyone.
I did that when I went hiking the other day. It was lovely. Lovely.
That's a good deal, Night Train. 500 up for a for
Must be
20.
nice.
All right,
that's a good deal, bro.
We got it. We're gonna do it this way. This will work.
This is the way.
This is the way. Here we go. Oh.
Tech corner. Anyway, we're doing a small revision on what my train of thought is and how to cook ramen. Yes, ramen. Delicious, yummy. Get you in and out of college or in a fast way or you're in a rush.
Knew you soldered with ramen.
You know,
Solder with ramen? Here, let me get some.
Quick pick me up. So, this is a tutorial how I do ramen. Just kidding. I'm basically gonna do a revision on my train of thoughts as far as how I solder, what I do to get my components ready, how to resurface joints, and pretty much go a little bit of maybe some of the components I use. So I use one of these kind of 3D printed kind of vise that pretty much holds anything. I can have it mounted permanently with some screws on it, but I'm always moving stuff around, so I could usually just, when I'm done with it, put it to the side. I use my nifty little knife, which actually is sharper than a scalpel, to actually shave with this darn thing. Or use them as tweezers. Yeah, a little both. So small like a tweezers, you can hold it as much as actually a pair of nose pliers and so forth. No biggie. Then what I like to do is actually get a little bit of blue tape. Not a lot. So I don't have to hold it in place. What I like to do is actually cover up parts of the component. I'm asking the reason why I do this. Well, you never know. Rather be safe than sorry. I've been soldering for a few years. I do trust my soldering skills, but sometimes you might get some splashback. So to avoid any components getting hit, I just slap a little bit of blue tape on it. You might ask yourself, well, when they get burned? Not really. It's quick flashed. So, and some of these tape, if you kind of feel them, have kind of like a waxy buildup on it. And that waxy buildup pretty much stops the solder from actually burning through the components. So it does give you a little extra security on it. Desoldering strips and the copper. Actually, it's a good way to actually reflow it if you're using other people's components or you're reflowing older components or somebody else's work, or you want to start off from fresh using fresh solder. So what I like to do is actually take off the old components, the old solder, by taking a little bit of rosin flux with all the components. Then you're gonna get your solder. Don't forget to always tint up your leads every time you solder. Make sure you have a fresh tip. Your solder braid, and basically you want to heat up the braid and let it flow into it, and then as it's flowing, you just kind of drag it out. The braid, just kind of pass it through and takes it off. Bada bing, bada bam. Flux. Not the flux could pass.
Although I'm disappointed you didn't cover the whole goddamn board with the tape. My OCD's fucking going crazy. We really need Mystery Science Theater 3000 heads right now.
Right? That would be amazing.
Basically, you just take it off.
There's gotta be a way.
If you notice there, you see little splashbacks. That's exactly the reason why I use the blue tape, because if it does land there, you might see a little speckle.
Except when it lands on the backside of your CPU, you didn't cover.
About, any future shorts and so forth. When I'm soldering, let's just example if you're using a 401 ESC, this is only one flight controller, but let's say using a 401 ESC, which pretty much be the same either way. So when you're trying to measure out your distance between your wire and your pad, you always want to make sure that your pads match up the distance of your wire. So basically this particular pad is going to use probably a few millimeters, so I'm going to probably cut about that much off. Yeah, so I'm using a blade. This thing is very, very sharp and it's taking out my fingers numerous times, but I still love her. She got say, yeah, but the solder already has enough flux on it. It does. But some of these aftermarket ones tend to make the solder flow a little bit easier than the ones already built into it. Sometimes it's not enough, especially when you're running a lot of wires or thicker gauge wire. It just gives it a little extra little oomph. Right now I'm using a 6337 solder. This is actually a 0.5 diameter. I do have a 0.21 diameter and a 0.50 depending on what I'm soldering on the smaller or thicker wires. If this is a thicker wire, then definitely you want to go with a thicker gauge solder. So basically put it on the component, let it flow. That's pretty much it. I don't pull a lot. The simple reason is, I'm going to tell you the reason why. When you're soldering it to the pad itself, you're going to add more solder to it. Right? The only reason why I don't put a lot of solder initially on it though is because solder creeps around the wire, so you don't want the solder to actually go too further out, because then it becomes a lot more stiffer, which it makes it a lot more difficult if you're trying to either run components or try to put a cap nearby, or you're very limited, tight in space. Sometimes you put too much solder and it creeps up like this. You wonder where the solder went into. Well, guess what? This whole entire area just got stiff because you used too much solder. Over here, little rods, solder, tip. Oh, easy peasy. Now I come. Then when you're soldering, you want to make sure that you actually make contact point between the actual joint and the actual pad. You can always put a little bit more. Actually, I don't put a little bit more. What I actually do is take a little bit of rosin and whatever's left over on the tip, then you can actually mess with it and get it to the way you like it. And by the way, I am getting burnt. I'm just so used to soldering that doesn't even bother me anymore. Just burnt. Hotter.
Don't try that shit with fucking 10 gauge.
On your component, make sure there's around the exact same length.
All the same principle.
Boom, done deal. So better half than 3 seconds. Bit of alcohol. And your brush. And go to town. And I still, see what I'm talking about the heat creeping? this happens. So you want to mitigate this. Try to use this expression, you know, enough. Don't go crazy with the solder. And yeah, that's my train of thought when it comes to soldering pads or reflow pads and clean up pads. And yeah, thank you very much for joining my tutorial, and enjoy your ramen.
Boom.
Bravo, man. Good shit.
Well, what I missed.
Half the board with blue tape.
Yeah,
no, I was gonna say
those
those are some amazing tips. Actually, fucking. I also, especially starting when I started using the TS 100, I noticed I seemed to get a bit more spatter than I did with my soldering station. Like I'd get more fucking solder balls and shit randomly. I'm not real sure why. Something about the tip or something.
It's
but
the flux. The flux makes it spit.
no, because I mean I'm using the same flux and all that stuff.
Yeah,
Your rosin flux. No, because what I'm saying is I can solder the same exact shit on my other station at the same quote unquote temperatures, and I don't have as much. I don't have the issue at all really, but I tend to. It's a good habit to get into. It's just blue tape or something over your, especially FCs, because it's mad easy to just get a little shard of something on the fucking, your F7.
It takes half a ball to go between the two joints of any IC, any component. Poof, there goes your flight controller. That's what I usually do.
I would say
you saw in the video happen to me.
Most important thing is remember solder always flows towards heat. You can draw solder through things, and when you learn how to control that, you can kind of pull solder away from shit. And stuff like that. So, but that's one little tip I would throw out there. I'm proud to see that you're using is your solder, is it more of a gel or is it more of a liquid?
It's gel based. It doesn't go nowhere. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's a gel based.
Yeah, flux definitely does splatter. Depending on what it is and how hot you're hitting it.
Right, most of the liquid ones are the ones that kind of splatter. The gel ones not so.
Good night, Trinity.
Good night, Trinity.
The gel ones do not.
Much love,
the gels though. Good night. I like the gels more because they don't run off like some of the wetter ones, like the pens or anything like that. Those they tend to run off very quickly and they dry out very quickly. Like the gel ones that I use, or anybody that use gel will vouch for that. You can actually you could probably reflow it again if you need to without actually having to add any more solder to it though, because there's still some residual solder. The only negative side of using the gel is, and as you saw me cleaning towards the end, is that it leaves a lot of residue.
Leaves a lot more residue, most definitely.
Yeah, it does. So you definitely have to clean it off. It really doesn't do anything. It's more of aesthetic. Some people say that, yeah, the rosin flux is short out things. I've never experienced it in all my years of soldering.
It can cause oxidation. It will cause oxidation over time. It's a very long time process, generally speaking. I have had situations where the oxidation ultimately led to a cold solder joint around something. Maybe the solder joint wasn't great when whoever did it originally, but it didn't become problematic until the oxidation started getting bad.
Well, I
I'm
don't
sure
use
Artie's
electrical tape,
seen
Night Train.
a bunch of shit in his guitar.
Yeah, like Night Train was saying that I don't use electrical tape because electrical tape in general it kind of is elastic, and over time if you're soldering stuff like that, it kind of just on itself unfolds, and you have to have a pretty clean surface. The blue painter's tape.
I prefer painter's tape. Yeah,
because painter's tape sticks to anything if you have the right, as long as it's not like filthy dirty. Because you can use to paint walls, and I've put blue tape on dirty floors and it sticks to it. Electric tape just comes right
obviously off. You're not leaving any of the shit on there after you're done soldering, but electrical tape, especially over time, leaves a fuckload of crap residue. That's why in the professional live event industry and production and shit, everybody uses gaff tape. I'm sure you've heard the term gaff tape.
Yes.
And gaff tape is specially made that you can leave it there. It will ultimately dry out, but it doesn't leave residue, and but it will hold like a motherfucker. You can gaff anything the fuck down, and it will stay there until you take it away. When you take it away, there won't be shit.
Well, if you do gaff and tape for a few weeks to a month, it doesn't residue because we
not good. It's not the good stuff. Only if you leave it like extremely long will the tape dry, or the
the fucking adhesive will
Adhesive white
dry.
residue.
Will dry, and sometimes that will stick, and you'll need to get it off. But it's easy to come off usually. Duct tape on the other end, that adhesive's completely different.
Yeah, completely. And if you want something, actually another pro tip, if you want something that's better than duct tape, get the Gorilla brand. It's not rebranded; it's a whole different material. Like I use on my ESCs. They have a clear Gorilla tape that's like duct tape clear, and I use it to wrap my ESCs. So that's to use individual ESCs, and that stuff is just it's there. You know, it ain't coming off without the, how can I put it? It stretches it to a certain degree on it, so you can stretch over certain items. But I like it because it doesn't leave that real like gooey, sticky stuff that the gray stuff leaves behind. So I prefer the Gorilla's clear duct tape, quote unquote. I have a roll over here somewhere.
I used to have rolls. I'd always have rolls with gaff tape all over the house. I was always gigging in the city, and I would always end up with fucking roll of tape after the end of a gig. It's just
I used to take it from work. I'll take it from the AV guys. The AV guys had boxes of that shit floating around.
It was definitely the stuff that you'd get from a touring supply house is pretty insane. It was like I used to
see it.
I used to do
This is the stuff
Marley's.
that I use. This is the Gorilla Clear duct tape.
Clear.
I don't know if you could. I'm just gonna pick it up that well. Let me see.
3M Super 80s, proper electrical tape.
Yeah, it's crystal clear Gorilla tape. Basically, it's clear duct tape. Yeah, I use the Super 88 stuff, but it doesn't work on attaching it to components that well. It has the same issue that I had before. Eventually, it just kind of peels out. I use some electrical as solder, then remove nothing long term.
Every once in a while you'll see, because like a lot of stagehands will use E-tapes when they roll a cable. They'll fucking, if the cable doesn't have Velcro straps or something attached, they'll fucking use E-tape. But man, it gets to a point where the cables get so gnarly from the E-tape residue. It's fucking rough. But yeah, shrink wrap is the way. Actually, I was just about to say I don't use E-tape any more than absolutely necessary for anything. And when I'm soldering, I'm like tech. I'd use blue tape. Gaffer's tape in a pinch, but I save gaffer's tape for things when I really need it to stay. I've gaffed FCs down to the table when I was soldering them before. Tech. Gorilla is Gorilla is pretty good.
Yeah, they make some good stuff. I don't say everything make, because some of the stuff that has rebranded, and I always thought stuff is rebranded, but this is okay.
It's the right tool for the right job.
Now, aside from fucking tuning videos, is there any other how-to videos that we could pull off in 5 minutes that y'all would like to see? Anybody want anything in particular? Throwing that out there.
Tuning 5 minutes.
No, you just need to schedule some one-on-one time with me, like Maddie Blunt's.
Oh, is that on the OnlyFans /Chads?
Only tunes. That's onlytunes.com.
Onlytunes.com / no underwears below the waist.
That could be a thing. Onlytunes.com.
3D printing.
Yeah, 3D printing is a good one. So anybody idea that?
5-minute how-to.
Eyes and 3D prints to secure shit.
Put the roll in, load the files, hit print. There you go. You got it on 30 seconds or less.
I use some. I don't remember exactly what. I've got some crazy 3M super something or another that I use for sticking like print surfaces to the actual heat beds. I don't know what the fuck it is though. It comes in big ass sheets and you cut it to the size of your bed when you're putting this stuff on. Yes, we got, man, we're popular tonight.
Oh shoot, I got it. You got it. Report.
Man. Yes. Bye.
I just look at my components and say, stay.
The band hammer.
And they don't go anywhere.
Yes, you could use the force on them. That's a valid workflow. The force. Yeah, fucking tuning is really hard to condense. Like, I mean, dudes, there's so many videos of there's some great people out there who make tuning videos. They're all a jillion fucking. Either it's a jillion episodes or it's a jillion minutes long. It's really hard to pull off a quick and concise.
They're quick and dirty.
Yeah.
Step 1, plug in your.
How long was
microphone.
Stingy's video
Step
when
2,
he was teaching the
lower
Stingy
firmware.
thing?
Step 3, adjust your PIDs. Step 4, go fly. If it burns out, revert back to step 1.
Burns out. If it catches on fire. Bro,
And
they
then step
have
2
found my girlfriend, bro. I cannot wait to meet her. Gonna be amazing.
Question is she a girl or she classified?
Bro, what is up with tonight? Is somebody like just spamming our YouTube channel into the bot maker? Not for nothing. Like somebody out there fucking around. Let me just tell you that, like, you know, I grew up in an age where we would create a little bot that would sign you up for every porn thing imaginable, but via email. So therefore, your inbox was a treat.
Yes. There's always single women.
Fuck around
in
and
your
find
area. If you get that single females in your area, click now.
No,
That's the
Magic
famous
Smoke's a
one.
good thing forevermore. You just have to keep it inside your electronics.
Exactly. Keep the magic
Letting
inside.
it out is
Don't.
Or your
letting it out is
lungs.
a bad thing.
Yeah.
Nothing like a drug
You
addict.
guys aren't supposed to inhale
Drinking
that.
race.
You don't inhale that? I mean,
So
I
it's,
usually try to get a straw to.
I mean, I'm
Maddie
always
Blunts
trying to,
does buy me
I'm always
coffees.
trying
I
to
love you,
level up
Maddie
my
Blunts.
wizard powers, so
I love
Take
you.
all that magic
What
smoke.
kind of coffee? Is it black coffee, 2 sugars, 2
Cubano.
creams? Is it Cubano or is
Cubano.
it a macchiato latte with extra foam almond?
I
and
drink real
shades of,
coffee. What are you talking about?
You mean bodega coffee?
Yes, bodega coffee. Bodega coffee is. That shit will put
shit
hair
will
on your
wake-
chest. Yeah.
That will wake you up, put hair in your chest, and clean your carbs in
Bodega
your
coffee.
car.
I
Don't forget the bacon and
definitely
cheese.
fucking love coffee.
Yeah, shout out to coffee.
I like the flavor of coffee, but I'm caffeine sensitive for you. So if I drink coffee, I am done. I'm
Keep it in your
legit
pants
like
and like
this.
that.
That
I'm like
sucks.
this.
I fucking like I said, I'm always glad to try to help people too, but you gotta be willing to learn how to deal with it, you will start learning how to use black box. And maybe not all things black box, but I can fucking teach you PID toolbox and how to definitely
Nah,
find
bro.
problems and work them out. You know, and that's the place to be. But yeah, if you guys want to see other quick down and dirty fucking how-tos that are absolutely PG, we will.
Ethiopia,
Single
signal or
origin, yeah. That
Prid
monkey
Lab, konnichiwa.
oh shit, Print Lab, Ohio, Print Lab,
Mocha
Genki desu ka?
Frappuccinos. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Mocha Frap's pretty damn good.
Oh man, fuck that shit. Just give me some fucking espresso and some oat milk.
I mean, dude, that's why I like Cuban coffee. It's just
Man, I
like
do when I'm in the
it's
right
like crack
places.
in a shot glass that you might
Yeah,
add a
but-
little bit of sugar to and go. It's just literally like
A little
crack
bit
in
of
a
sugar.
fucking-
It is basically
crack in a shot glass. I mean, what else could you ask for? It's like liquid crack.
An
It's about that
espresso.
big, and it is some sort of coffee-based crack.
super.
Like meth hasn't
Super
got shit on this stuff. It will keep you up.
It will move you.
It will move you. Are you on lunch, Prit Lab? Is it lunch break?
yes, lunch break. I feel sorry for
Why?
once up. I hit up Print Lab early in. Well, I thought it was early in
Print
the
Lab.
afternoon. He just
What's going
finished
on, bro?
waking up. I was like, oh my god, like 5:30 in the morning for him. I was like, dude.
Yeah, there's those time zones, man. They're
Time zone.
gotta watch
gets
out for
wrong.
those.
Absolutely.
Turkish every day. Ah,
What do you mean
Turkish
Turkish?
coffee.
Turkish coffee.
Turkish coffee's pretty good, bro. I've had Turkish coffee. It's delicious.
I have two. I used to.
Never had Turkish
A good
coffee?
friend of mine is.
It's pretty strong,
famous
though.
from Turkey.
It is. I've had Turkish coffee in Turkey, but
Yeah,
don't.
it's pretty fucking awesome.
So did you leave being a jive turkey?
Bro, Turkey.
He's already a drive.
If you had
Turkey.
Turkish coffee in Turkey, isn't it just coffee?
It is just coffee in Turkey.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's right. He's right. He's
You
right.
are absolutely
Right.
correct.
Correct. It is lunchtime.
Enjoy that lunchtime.
Oh yeah.
What do you have?
Thank you for coming to spend your lunch with us. Yeah, dude. Actually, in Turkey, that's one of the few airports that. One of the, no, it was one of the few hotels that I've been to over there where you literally go through airports, like an airport security, to get into the lobby. It was wild. We went to the fucking bazaar. I actually have this banger of a hookah I brought home from Turkey. It's one of these days I'll.
A friend of mine went to Turkey and said it was like the most amazing food.
It's a fucking awesome, dude. It's awesome.
He's like, there's just incredible eating everywhere all the time. Like
we were partying hard too. It was insane. Good times.
Good.
Yes,
times.
Excellent fucking food. Amazing crazy shit you can buy in the bazaar. The Grand Bazaar is fucking unbelievable. It's just this massive, crazy, just that. It's like also, like, dude, there's like a billion hookahs. Like if you want a hookah in your life, you cannot swing a dead cat in the Grand Bazaar without fucking hitting one.
I've been to like a Mediterranean restaurant. The hookah is a lot different than stuff that we get.
Well, I'm sure it's no good anymore, but I have some hookah that I brought back from there that was good. Fucking
just gone. That probably has mold on it already.
No, I sealed it, but the shit was crazy thick. Like I got this cherry tobacco. It was just like, it was fucking insane. It was so thick. Like
it makes you want to eat
sticky.
it, right?
Yeah, bro. It doesn't look like tobacco at fucking all. No, it is gnar.
It's that thick.
Yeah.
It almost looked like
it would be like if you take a bud and literally just soak it in resin for a while and then pull it out and like it's just like almost like toffee hard mixed
ramen.
Weird. Swinging dead. Who's out here digging us? You never know, man. Somebody swinging a dead cat.
Okay.
I don't know. Who's out here swinging dead cats?
He's challenging you to swing a dead cat and not hit a store.
Is that what we do? not hit a hookah.
And not hit a hookah.
In the Grand Bazaar in Turkey, yes. That's the challenge. And I wish we had it like that. If we had fucking like teleporters, bro.
Oh, for sure.
Like,
beam me up, Scotty.
Like, here's your TikTok challenge. You got to beam to fucking Turkey, go to the Grand Bazaar, and see if you can swing a dead cat without hitting it.
And TikTok's 200 years in the future is lit.
Right?
Yeah, they are. Shit is transport-tastic.
Oh, pie is my dinner.
Go back in time and fuck with history TikToks. Yeah.
You just made my day with that one.
Her love's funny.
Oh, pie for dinner. Absolutely.
What are we doing? Oh, fuck. Okay, I can get rid of Tech Corner.
Yes.
You guys like that Tech Corner? I did. I liked it. I'm just going to say I liked it. Y'all didn't like it? Fuck. No.
You don't chew big
and that's
red.
my first.
You don't chew big red, then fuck you.
If you don't like that,
well, we already discussed. Like the only thing I would have tried to do is zoom in every once in a while with Resolve. So do I need to? That will be my tutorial: how to zoom in with Resolve when you're making a how-to video.
Hey, now this.
Jeez.
Wait.
I mean, the Terminator did it. Why the fuck wouldn't we?
Star Trek did it.
But they didn't have to be naked. Star Trek got to keep their
if I was
clothes on.
time traveling, I would want to go through it naked anyway.
I mean, you could show up in the middle of like some crazy.
Sir, why are you naked? I don't. That's what I want to do. We gave you a suit, so.
I want to come over and have to. Man, I want to go back to Japan. I know Matty Blunts wants to go to Japan soon. You'll have to see. Maybe you can see him.
Shit, I want to go out there. All right, Maddie, we out? Just let me know we out.
Fire up some of them videos.
What's up with the... Oh. Get rid of that. Oh, I never did put the gyro flow thing in.
Now let me ask you a question. Though. If you fart midway from a teleportation, does it get reanimated in your location? And the question is, would it smell, or
I mean, what's
go back inside?
the field of effect there?
I mean, is it transferring all the particles?
Was data? It's matter.
I would
A
expect
fart is just particles.
the fart that's in
True.
close proximity would travel with you. That's
The problem is that the problem with the particle thing is that what if you're farting and it's wet? There's a lot of particles coming out. Period.
what if
On
it
top
becomes part of you and you become like the fart monster, like the fly?
Oh my God, imagine that.
You just start
Something went wrong,
You
sir.
just start farting out of every pore. Like over time, it just gets worse.
Stop the transportation.
I mean, what do you transform into? Like he turned into a big fly man, right? So like.
Yeah, it was embedded, and then you also have the one in what was that movie? Galaxy Quest with Tim, whatever his name is, Tim Allen, and you turn the animal inside out. Yeah, so you turn inside out as a fart.
You serious?
Sorry, you have some concealed. Yeah, how do you? Wow.
All right.
Half fart, half tech. No.
Okay, I'm glad we've covered that. Yes, I'm waiting for.
On that note, I got school
Asylum wants to know if they
starting
have
tomorrow for my kids.
if they have a target for Redx.
Yeah, that's a good
Is that
question.
the Redx H7 or the F7?
Which Radix, the old one or the new one? There are plans, but it's going to be a while. I can tell you that much. Either way you slice it.
Time
is on my side.
Yes, it is.
What do we
Speaking
got?
of time, I'm running out of it. I got school starting in the morning. 6 a.m.'s coming early. I'm gonna dip out early tonight.
Oh shit!
All right, man.
Everybody in the chat, love you boys.
Old one, you said, Chad.
See you next Wednesday.
Cheers, Sean. Cheers, man.
Don't
Night, Artie.
eat all the particles.
Good night, Marty.
Marty.
All right, just came out like that, Artie. Marty.
Jesus Christ. All right, Chin.
All right, let's get these videos going while we carry on. I didn't realize it was so late.
This is Medlin drone with his cool head
It's
tracking
for the
setup.
Radix F4. Chad, he said the Radix
I'm reading.
F4. Gotcha.
Is Risco here tonight?
No, I didn't see him. What up, Dragon? Later, Artie.
I guess
You get some really cool shots with this thing.
the next Radix update will probably come with 1.0 of Emu Flight. It's gonna be a while. Print Lab. They are working on it. I can't start work until they're done with the stuff that I need to do for Radix and other stuff.
This is a video I came across the other day. By a channel called Drony Jammy. I don't know.
This has got to be overseas, and so the license plate.
Are they popping
Yeah,
off
for
real
me, they-
rounds or those flashes? I'm trying to figure this
I
out.
think it's airsoft.
Oh,
No, it's flashes. Well, it could be added to it though, but it could be airsoft. You're right.
well, that's what I was trying to
That's
figure out what
that's
the
a dope
fuck's
spot to
going on.
practice. He said, "Thank you."
Of course,
That's a
Print
dope
Lab.
spot to fly.
Thank you.
Not yet, not yet.
It's supposed to be Battlefield 4 in real life.
I don't care. It's a dope spot. Look at that. Look at
Yeah,
so
it
much
is.
potential. If he doesn't like freestyle that spot in the video,
Obviously
I'm gonna
doing
call it
training.
quits.
I'm just trying to figure out what what they're actually doing. Like they're doing
Training.
rappelling and shit. Like, but like, what is it like? It's a wild spot. Yeah.
That's one. Dope find. Yeah, that's After Effects. Oh, here we go again. Motherfuckers.
Oh, I had to translate the description. It says this project is carried out in cooperation with the Independent Counterterrorism subunit of the police in Wroclaw. The photos were shot in the heat and power plant in Wroclaw.
Where's Wroclaw?
I don't know. Let's find out. Wroclaw.
Oh, I love them, God.
Poland.
Poland. Oh, he's Polish. Like we say in Spanish, Polaco.
And we are so lucky to.
Nice catch, Tech.
He said, like to introduce my new wife, Severtina. Yo, that's a dope.
How many
spot. This man
accounts
is-
You
does
don't
this
get to
place
know
have?
Asylum.
How many accounts does that shithole have, man?
I have no idea, but this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 files. And he broke through the glass. Nice. Yeah, right there's a nice intro for a new game. I'm gonna call it out.
It's a dope.
Well, it said that the
dope
title
production
is
overall.
4K Battlefield FPV in real life.
Shit. Look at that. Nice Polish. Imagine they're not even military, they're just police. Yeah, that's one that.
Yo, they're
those guys
wowing out
don't-
with the drones in the Ukraine, and they're using them for fucking like snipers. They'll use a fucking regular drone to basically recon, and then when they find a good target, they'll tell the FPV pilot, and he'll just haul ass into the target, and it just blows up.
What the fuck?
They're kamikazing FPV drones. Yeah, totally. In the Ukraine, it's insane.
I said this much though. iFly, well, companies are very happy that their drones are being sold. Yeah, some vibrations. Is it vibrations while flying it, or when you're giving the throttle print lab?
This guy lives nearby, takes some cool shots with like Mavic and stuff, but he took this whale shot. Thought that was cool.
You do with our drones, you gotta dive it.
Saw in the news some paddle boat or canoers almost got like semi-eaten by a whale. That was interesting.
Oh, because it breached.
They don't like them and
and
they spit them
fucking-
out, but
Yeah.
that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes they'll breach with their mouths open, and fucking something happens to be above it. They'll just get it, and then they'll spit it
Yeah,
out.
it's just they can't swallow you if they want to.
That'd be killer whales. Killer whales just hunt for shits and giggles.
Yeah, they probably won't eat you, but they'll kill you
Yeah, that's for
in the
fun.
process.
Yeah, for fun. It's like dolphins. They like to fuck around with jellies just to get high.
Have a good night, Forevermore.
Good night, Forevermore.
Good night, Forevermore. Shit, tsunami season?
That's a season now?
Yeah, they do, yeah. We have C-19, big waves in Japan, no tsunami.
Oh, cool. What's this?
This
Spagoos?
is Bannister Post.
This is Bannisters?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. They said they're having a big COVID thing in Japan right now. Shit.
Oh, yeah, that's what... Apparently the borders are closed or something?
Well, the way they're doing it mind boggles me. I don't know how they're doing it, but I know that right now traveling overseas to places in Japan, you still have to go through quarantine. So I don't know how that happened. And you can only do it through tourists. You can't even do individuals. Even if you want to go right now, as you can't go individual.
So it's effectively closed.
It's effectively as close. I don't know how the fuck that happened. I wonder how that happened. Print Lab.
This background with this torch looks hilarious. With the goggles.
I'm still mind boggled. Used to be so fucking big. Even mine ain't that big. Like this is as big as mine's is.
It's full. Oh, dude, that would take so fucking long to heat up a banger with that thing.
Really? Even at full high?
Bro, that thing looks like fucking hell.
Unless I pull out the big boy. Here's the big boy right here. This is the OG right there for me. The old
I want to see
power.
your toys, bro.
They're big. Hot bugs.
That was a terrible dab.
Look, Greg.
That's not bad.
No, it's not bad.
I see
It's the
your
power-
Schwartz is almost as big as mine.
Meow. That's how by the Power Pro. That thing sucks though, because the battery, the charge lasts you when you're soldering with it, by like 10 minutes and you're done. Gotta refill it again. I have the other one.
Banister
I have
Post.
here.
What besides the anamorphic, what settings are you using on your camera here, like ISO and EV and all that stuff? I'm always trying to dial in my night parking lot fucking lights.
Well, it doesn't have to worry about ND because it's nighttime, so that's nice.
Yeah.
So
I
you
know
can
that.
run... Yeah, I'm actually curious what he shot this one on.
Because like I'll run either 800 ISO or sometimes 1600, but like if I go too high, it just gets real grainy and doesn't bring out much light in the darker areas. I feel like my Hero 7 performed better at night than my Hero 9 does. I don't know why.
It's on my neck. Fuck.
On my neck, on my back. My neck and my back.
My neck and my back.
But I'll settle for $250.
I think it looks pretty good in this though. I feel like 800 would make it a little too dark because that's the issue that I have. It's like a fine line I have to ride. It's like, do I want it, to look less grainy or more lit?
I mean, I can't see with the blocky shit that YouTube does to it as much.
Yeah, I've noticed that. What I've had luck doing if I shoot in 1600 is I bring it down a little bit and then add the contrast back in, and then reduce the noise through post the best I can, and it usually helps, but I'm still dialing that shit in.
Oh shit.
This is RC Fan. Fan of all RCs.
He's playing Beethoven. Okay. But YouTube sucks everything. If you're not fucking pulling over 100K followers, they just fucking decompress the living snot out of your files.
Well, it's tough because the way
oh, just be the devil. That's Risco.
the way the H.264.5 writes the color information, like, so if you have a huge block of the same color, it will write that all as one big block. So when you try to grade it, it starts falling apart too. That's a fucking challenge. And in lower light, it becomes even worse because you have huge areas of black.
Oh shit, I forgot, Greg. I got your favorite dessert.
Okra?
No, flan.
Flan,
Nice
okra flan.
caramel Okra
flan. I mean, I don't like flan, but I like flams.
Flam. The fuck is a flam?
Drum thing.
Oh, you made up?
No.
Never heard of it.
Flam?
Flam? Oh, flam. Oh. Okay, I got
Flams
you.
like. I
was thinking of more like flam, you know, like flam.
Has anybody in chat played with Google Earth Studio?
No, I've played with Google Earth here, but I've never.
I tried. They kept sending me to Pal Carajo, but I can't find it anywhere. Does anybody know what Carajo is at? Because for some retarded reason in Spanish, it's a place worse than hell. It's called Carajo.
Carajo?
Carajo. So if you're a Spanish person, say vete pal carajo, bro. Yo, that's like worse
Yeah,
than
no,
hell.
my mom used to be married to this Peruvian gentleman,
Yeah.
and whenever he got mad, he'd yell, "Ah, carajo!"
Well, carajo
And then he'd
means
flip a
shit.
table.
Oh no, he was the wrong person. Well, carajo can mean shit though, but if you say in the content, you know, like go somewhere to carajo, that means there's a place worse than hell, and it's called carajo. Because in Spanish, if you tell somebody go to hell, they're like, whatever. But if you tell somebody go vete pal carajo, then they get upset. I can tell that's what is real.
This is what is real.
What is real? Got that super, super wide on, super, super open. Bacalao? Ew, you like bacalao, Risco? I hate bacalao. I don't like it. Cause I don't like it because not because of the taste, but how it's produced. And no, thank you. Because by the time you eat bacalao, I don't even think that's even a fish anymore. Pretty much junk fish. It's like codfish that's been dried 10 times over. Cabrón, vete pa'l carajo, cabrón. Maldita sea te fucking Risco. Vete pa'l carajo, Risco. Big up Print Lab. This is your Spanish curse for today. Carajo. I want you to reply. Send me a voicemail saying carajo. I repeat the word carajo for Print Lab.
Carajo.
Yeah.
Ah, carajo.
That's a very bad word in Spanish. I can't say hell because I don't think there's a word for hell in Japan. Is there? I don't know if there's a word for hell in Nihongo. Oh, there is. Juko. Gosh.
Yeah, there you go. Actually, here, hold on a second. What is this? Actually, we'll come back to that in 1 sec. I want to try something. Probably gonna come up on the wrong window. What will happen?
It's carajo.
Or... No, I don't want to make Safari my default browser. So ever since I've upgraded to Mac OS, I've just noticed that our videos are a little choppier than normal, and I'm trying to figure out if it's related. Thought I had it fixed.
Crackerjack box.
What is?
I'm just gonna ask where we got the glasses.
These are the V3s, bro. Ew. So you can't see our antennas because they're folded back. I don't know. Why is it showing me? Come on. Never upgrade. No shit, right? I had to, though. I had to fucking update it. And now I'm like regretting it. Because like it was fine. And then now I have strangeness. We don't like strange. V3's like dope. Right. Come on. So I just wanted to, for science, I was like, you know what? Let me play. What was the next song? I got a song.
Wait, so Risco, you're calling yourself un bicho carajo cabrón? Damn, bro.
Apple telling
That
you it's
means
time for
you're
an
a
M2.
bitch, hell, and bastard.
Apple
Can you
telling
imagine
me
you
that
saying
I should
Risco?
invest in a new machine that I can Hackintosh.
Bitch, hell, bastard.
No, he's got to get an M5 for the BMW owners. Risco.
Second, sorry. Try and see. And then ever since I did update macOS, it's like every time I open anything, it's fucking annoying. It's like, oh, notifications. So
I heard rumors that DJI is gonna be running the newest version of macOS. Is that correct?
DJI is definitely gonna run macOS. What do we got here? We got Murderers FPV coming up next. Let's try this. Let's try this in Safari and see if it's a Chrome thing. I know. That'll be fun. Maybe.
Well, bicho means, small in some countries, but in other countries, bicho means, down there, Risco.
Oh, is it not working? This might be fun. I don't think it's working. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, it is. Oh, it's working. Thank God. Let's see.
Here we go again, motherfuckers.
Alright, I gotta fix the volume though. It's a little bit loud.
Bots are working. They're working a little too good. Fucking goddamn people, bro. No, you need to download the newest version of iOS.
Okay, so it's totally smooth in fucking Safari.
Safari.
Yeah. Playback is totally smooth. What's yeah, it's in HD. Okay.
What about Slats Motors?
Matty Blunts did the artwork for Slats Motors. I mentioned that last week. If you haven't checked that shit out, I definitely recommend you do it. Those T-Motors.
Well, it can mean a men's unit, but depending on what country you go to, it varies though. So if you go to like Spain or to Venezuela or parts of South America or in Mexico, bicho means small thing. It can be a small insect or even a small child like in South America. So it varies. For us, it's the men's unit, you know.
What in the DJI Eagles goggles 3? Yes. Yeah, man. I saw the artwork. I was excited.
How excited were you?
Very. It was before they were announced, so I was like, "Yay!" I didn't even know what was happening until I was like, "Oh, wow, that's real. That's cool." Okay, so somebody tell me why Safari doesn't suck playing back full screen YouTube and Chrome currently does. Anybody have a clue?
Google.
Wonder if I'll make sure the rest of the videos, the rest of the playlist goes smooth, but fucking Apple optimized Safari.
Yeah, and Dominicans and Puerto Ricans use that word for what it means. Wakarimashita? Hi.
I should have just wiped Mac OS and then reinstalled it. It would probably be happier.
You should have run Emu on it. You had no problems.
What?
Run it with Emu. You should have no problems.
Oh, put Emu Flight on my Mac? That'd be much better, I'm sure.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, it solves all my drones problems. Got my cousin off drugs. She can do anything.
Huh. Well,
Waldo?
that was a good experience. This is a good science experiment because it's fucking smooth now. Interesting. Dude, I tried fucking after the stream last week. I noticed it, and so I fucked around with it, and then I tried again. It seemed cool, but I see a big difference in frame rate.
Man, I'm always biting something in the ass. I've yet to fly at night. That's probably the only thing I haven't done yet.
What's up, Bader? Welcome.
Greetings and salutations. Welcome to the magical world of B2P, brought to you by the makers of Apple and Flung. No bills were harmed in the making of this video, FYI. Yeah, that's why I use Brave. Brave takes the best resources that I'm calling. And also it's beautiful for fucking YouTube because you get no commercials. Zero. I haven't seen a commercial on my laptop in years using Brave browser. Body time.
This is a real B&H customer story.
What in the
Combine
fuck?
Professional wildlife photographers and B&H customers for 30.
When did the playlist get fucking ads?
That happened.
I know, right? What the fuck? Is that what Safari does? It turns on the ads? Is there an option I need to click in Safari to turn off them fucking ads? Let's see. Ad shit? What the hell are annotations?
Rotor Bob's
I don't think
beaver.
subtitles are off. Could be higher quality. Oh, sorry. Oh, but it's still much more responsive than Chrome.
No problem, Prenlev. Ja chamatane.
Dude, I have just fucking stuck on Chrome for the longest. I have used Brave. I've used fucking so many browsers over the fucking years. It's ridiculous.
I mean, I've been using Brave for a while because I just like it. It's a little more streamlined. I don't take up resources. I use it both on my phone and on my desktop. And it definitely uses less resources than Chrome did. I mean,
We
it
can
does
try.
lag
We
on
can
certain
totally
things.
try it next week or so and see. I don't really give. I'm not married to anything, but
Try it.
it's just funny because like I noticed like, but the thing is that Chrome wasn't a problem until I upgraded Mac OS. So that's I'm gonna see.
But Chrome in general uses resources though, because even on my
Oh,
PC,
Chrome's a hog. There's no question,
Yeah.
but it does everything. I mean, I don't have any problems.
Absolutely.
It's a hog comparatively, yeah. I gotta solve this. The problem is I'm a troubleshooter, and I'm gonna fucking solve the Scooby-Doo mystery of why Chrome is dropping frames.
It was Bill the caretaker that did it.
Maybe I just need to uninstall Chrome and reinstall it.
I don't know how Mac's architecture is like, but you could try it. Oh god, that spot's they gotta be hella hot right now.
He's telling me they upgraded.
Oh, that was Rotor Bob. He was flying the new Armiton Beaver. Watch, I said Beaver. Watch we get.
I linked it in the chat.
Justin Bieber.
No, we're gonna get fucking. You know what's coming.
The quad by itself, or you can get the quad built up.
The one thing I like about the frame though is, if you haven't seen it though, is the frame that he has is going the same concept as the Skyliner and the Moxie frame, where it only has like front standoff and not in the rear. So they took it one step further by not having any standoff in the middle, middle back. So they replaced it with two solid pieces of aluminum for both the antenna mount and standoff segments. And then in the front it's got the same thing, and then right mid front it's got the standoff. Not bad. Which was a slam, like the Chameleon was. Ooh, I got a spot just like this, but I haven't got that
It's a
spot.
pretty
yet.
tight proxy.
Yeah, you know the spot? No, I didn't take you to that spot. There's a spot nearby, the spot that you came when you came to White Plains. That's similar to that. And back then I didn't have confidence to do it. Now I do, so I think I might be back there. But the thing is, I don't go down there too much because the cops be hanging out down there sometimes.
Good night, Print Lab.
Well, he's not good night. He's going back to work.
Yo, so it's Well, the funny thing about all of this, Bannister Post, is that on my PC that has a stupid amount of RAM, it fucking doesn't give a shit, and Chrome runs perfectly fine. This is my Mac is suffering.
Yeah, that is a tight spot. Speaking of devil, that's not tight. Wasted GTA style.
Good shit, man. That was a good video. I like it. Is this an ad again? Why do we have ads? All right, hold up.
Something along the way. This.
What happened? All right, hold up. We can't have that.
Yeah, that's weird.
What is the problem? I'm logged in. Where's the ad blocker in fucking Safari?
Brave has it built in. That's why I say you should use Brave.
Huh?
Brave has it built in.
Oh, I'm not going to download Brave right this second, though, for the love of God. We're not installing a fucking web browser while we're trying to stream.
I can tell you this forever.
I just don't think I have Brave on this one. Yeah, I don't.
No.
There's gotta be a thing. I'm sure there's a thing. I just don't know where it would be. Discord is Chrome. Betaflight UI is Chrome. Chrome is Chrome. I think that's great how everything is Chrome. Should have bought a Mac. I'm on a fucking Mac. That's the problem.
Discord is Chrome. Betaflight UI is Chrome. Chrome is Chrome.
I'm gonna YOLO. I'm gonna close Chrome. So why is this playback so much smoother on fucking Safari?
Yeah, but you didn't finish the A part, Bannister. You have to finish the if it's not Canadian, so you finish the A.
So much better. I don't understand what the fuck. How do we turn off these goddamn ads? That's all I need to know. Anybody? Google help. Anybody?
Click on it. Click on it and subscribe to the ad. This guy said Linux on terminals.
Linux on terminal. Oh fuck. All right.
Fucking MS-DOS, bro. Or pre-DOS.
I have to do everything. Let's see here.
Oh my god, I saw a video on some guy. He actually ran YouTube on a computer from like the mid 80s. Like it was like all green, and he actually had to load because remember the thing has no internet, so he had to create an interface
There,
to
we'll
allow
try
you to go
again.
online, create the serial connection, right? And then when you view the videos, it's just nothing but like data that's being transformed to look like images.
You're surfing the web.
Oh god, I hate this track already. It's been played so many fucking times already. It's ridiculous. Yes, we know it's a Linkin Park remix. Sorry, don't mind my rat. This track is like kind of played out. But first time I heard it, it's like, oh, this is dope. Nice Linkin Park remix. I'm like, alright, this is cool. And then I heard like every other fucking video on YouTube. I was like, never mind. Yes, RS-233. This guy went way back to, damn, 232 serial. I gotta find that video Risco for you can see. It's hilarious. Like, he actually got it to work. Damn, US Robotics. Remember US Robotics? Double you daisy chain to 55K modems to get 128. Or if you want to double your graphics, you get like 2 Voodoo cards and put them in series. Now I'm taking it way back. Wow, BP, wow, bits per second. Jesus Christ. Net zero back in the days. Remember that? Let's take it back. Balling on 28, yeah, with 16 megabytes of RAM on a 486. That was definitely balling right there. With a big ass, what is it? 20-inch CRT TV that way like a brick house.
Did it skip the ad that time? Did.
Yeah, it did. What up, Bitterfly? He said drip. You got some drip on, kid? You got some drip? What's up with that drip?
Yeah. Leave my water inside.
Ratoncito FPV. Wow, remember the turbo? Wow. I remember I took a 486 and I tried to overclock it from like 66 megahertz to 128. I heard that freaking CPU like whistle, scream, and then popped and burned out in that process. I think the machine lasted about a minute turned on, then it fried. There you go, Chad. That was the issue. I forgot to push the turbo button on the Mac.
That was a cool transition. I like that little roll.
For sure. Nice. Chilling like a villain.
Never did it again. I like that.
Never done those like that? Transition cuts like that?
I've tried, but I never really have like two clips that start and end with a roll.
I've done it. I gotta find one video where I do it a lot, and it's barely noticeable. It took me like forever to get it to sync just correctly between one cut to the other. LCD, I didn't have LCDs back then. It should go straight CRT TV, bro. When you switch over from floppy to zip drives, bro, you were the man right there, bro. That's when you know you made it.
All right. Whew. Okay, went and got fresh water, brought it back, set it down. It fell over, spilled all over the floor. Had to go back and get more fresh water.
Ghosts, bro.
God damn it.
Not just ghosts, ghost cats. They just knock shit off your shelves and tables.
LCD, I didn't have LCD till I got later in my years.
What LCD are you hacking?
Nah, Risco talking about, if you had an LCD screen back in the day, switch over from 33 megahertz to 6 hertz. So, yeah, I didn't have an LCD
you always
too.
have the whole place to yourself.
There's another fucking ad. What is up? We'll figure this out.
Oh, is FPV? There's a drone there for two. That looks like a drone shot. That's gotta count for something. Oh shit! Somebody's playing that.
Somebody gotta get that bot.
Oh, fucking cocksuckers. Pardon my French. You got it? Good job. Good job, Risco and Matt. Flash water?
Flash water?
What the fuck is a flash water? Yeah,
some
Bitchafly.
Some hills have eyes, shit, Bitchafly.
Yeah, is he going cannibalistic on us, bro? Do you want like a nice lima beans and something like that to that effect?
Kiani,
yeah, you want some Kiani lima beans? Oh, there's Pink Floyd. Definitely gotta get a fucking red flag. Who talking?
No.
Oh my
Yeah, I don't
god.
think so. We lose change.
No.
Watching porn on an old CRT TV. All pixelated. See, I remember one time me and my friends, we were fucking bored. We wanted to play, online multiplayer, and he didn't have his high-speed DSL services back then, so we used to go to his job on a Saturday night and go play. Everybody would take a user's desk throughout the floor, and we just unload Unreal Tournament into it. And sit there and play all fucking night long. Gotcha.
It is just ripping this wing, man.
It's that dart, brother. It's that dart life, bro. That been tracks, bro. Because you pick up that speed. I mean the drag. I said really drag, it's not dart. What's really effed up, man, I got a friend that flies just like him, bro, but he never posts anything, bro. It just gets me so upset.
Just record his DVR.
I have. That's the only way I could do it, but DVR sucks. I posted it. I've shown you guys. Chad knows who he is.
What?
About Fuse. Remember Fuse that he flies wings?
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit.
AKA,
The hell? That was
yeah,
funny.
that's definitely a wing bit. So that's the what the hell? Went back to OBS. That is the drag. The right wing. Oops, airlines. There you go, right wing. That's like the equivalent of the apex for the
You're a
wing.
son of a
Jack and Bob,
bitch.
professional wildlife photographers and B&H customers for 30 years, live in remote
Really? I guess what you like to visit to B&H, huh?
50 to 52.
Who doesn't like B&H? Alaska. It's fun, bro. It's definitely a thrill winner. Is that quad mover? Yep. Look at this man. This man turtle moves and keeps on flying. Son of a bitch. Is he tapping the floor? This makes anybody want to win. And then quad mover makes you want to try line of sight.
Will Brave import all my Chrome fucking bookmarks?
Yeah, guys.
Figured it would, but
No, I remember when I did. It's like there was like these bookmarks that I had on Chrome that I had it forever. I was like, I haven't visited this website in forever. So little by little, I've been like deleting old bookmarks.
it's a challenge because like if I make a bookmark on my iPad or something, it is on my Mac, it's on my PC, it's everywhere I have Chrome. That's the one reason why I that's one of the reasons why I've always stuck with Chrome. It's just got everything there and Google, so.
Well, Brave does the same thing too, so you're good.
Huh?
Brave does the same thing as Chrome as far as linking it up.
Get Brave. Yeah.
I mean, it kind of does.